What's going on in housing market of Farmville, North Carolina in June 2025?
We do these videos for you every single month, so you can stay tuned what's happening right here, right now in our market. Not necessarily what's happening in the national, because the national news is going to give you some information. When you look at the real numbers, you can decide, do you want to buy, do you want to sell, what is going on, and that is why we do these for you every single month.
And you need to know about everything, including the inventory, because that is one of the most important factor that driving the housing market in Farmville, North Carolina. And saying that active homes that hit the market in Farmville, North Carolina in May 2025 was 32 homes. In April was 28 homes, and last year at this time was 11 homes. Therefore, from last year to this year, that number increased. The active homes was 191%.
Now, under contract, pending, contingent, all these things are very similar meaning, but basically it means somebody's put an offer on a house, it's going to be bought in a certain amount of time. Now, May 2025, it was 9. April, same, 9. Last year at this time, it was 3, so it was actually up 200%.
Wow. Therefore, in number of the sold home is also help us to get this whole picture, which we wanted to tell you about inventory rate, which determines is it a buyer's market or seller's market. We had consistent numbers for months of April and May, just 7 homes sold in 2025, and last year was 10 homes. Therefore, we had decreased by 30% from last year to this year in Farmville, North Carolina housing market.
Now, my husband already mentioned inventory rate. Inventory rate is a mathematical formula, and this tells us overall the health of the market. Active plus pending divided by sold is going to give us this number. Now, generally speaking, if it's under 3 months, it's considered a seller's market. 4 to 6 months, a balanced market. Over 6 months, buyer's market.
Exactly. 5.86 months. That was the inventory rate in Farmville, North Carolina in months of the May 2025. And 5.29 months was for April 2025. And last year at this time was just 1.4 months. Therefore, we had over 318% increase in the inventory rate in Farmville, North Carolina housing market.
Now, after a break, we're going to talk about days on market, median list price, median sold price, price per square foot, the rental value, and of course the mean home value, which is basically going to be considered appreciation. But we're going to do all that after our little introduction. So let's hit it.
Now that we came back from this short break, we wanted to talk about average days on the market. How many days really take a house listed in Farmville, North Carolina and sold in the market? And really this number got way shorter even in respect to last month. In April 2025, this number was 59 days. However, in May 2025, we got to just 17 days. And last year was even shorter by 13 days in the market, which put us at almost 31% longer from last year to this year.
Now, median list price. Median list price is when it's put into the MLS. How much is it put into the MLS for? And this is going to give us the median number. Now, May 2025 was $299,450. April $256,950. May last year $325. So it's actually down almost 8%.
Exactly. On the other side, the median sold price, how much the house sold, just the median number in Farmville, North Carolina was $250,000. Even in months of May 2025, in April 2025, that number was $202,500, and last year was $205,000 even, which put us at almost 22% increase from last year to this year for sold homes, median sold home price in Farmville, North Carolina.
Now let's talk about price per square foot. Now, price per square foot in Farmville, it's really single family homes. So there's really no townhomes to be statistically different to make a difference. So really not a lot of duplexes. So price per square foot is really going to just focus on single family homes. So price per square foot for all brand new in Farmville is $167.
And also if you just focus on existing homes, single family home, that number was $149 per square feet.
And here's where we look at the real thing. How much a monthly supply is new construction? How much of that monthly supply is previously owned? In May, it was 7 months for a new construction and 5 months in April. So you can see new construction is growing. It's already month over month over 40%.
Exactly. On the other side, for the existing home, we had actually decreased which is opposite of the new construction. 4.1 months it was for the existing home in Farmville, North Carolina for April, and in May got to 2.9 months, which is almost 29.3% decrease months over months in Farmville, North Carolina housing market.
Interesting. Now let's talk about mean home value. Mean is a statistical math formula. Mean is going to factor out the outliers and look at the middle and then decide what is happening in the middle, and this is going to give a math information. Now in terms of housing, this means that we factor out the mansions, factor out the shacks, and we really decide, this is really how they measure appreciation. So what is happening in the middle, and this is the appreciation factor. Now in May 2025, 204,517. April 205,205. Interesting. And May 2024, 209,63, which makes us a year-over-year change of
1.8% appreciation in Farmville, North Carolina housing market. On the other flip side, also the rent got hotter rental market in Farmville, North Carolina. Average rent for all bedroom in Farmville increased months over months by $150 and get to $1,100, but depends on the location and also the size and number of bedrooms in for the house. This could go up to $1,750 per month.
Now, if you're buying a home or selling a home, and you're saying really specifically you're buying and you're paying $1,750, or you've been watching this video and you've been paying attention to the numbers and you know what the market is going out there, you are more than ready to talk to us. I can't wait to talk to you as a home buyer.
Exactly. And if you're a home seller, definitely download the guide that we have in the description below for a step-by-step for the home seller. And also, if you need a layout of the digital marketing of my wife, that how we can get you top dollar with the more than 15 years of the digital marketing experience, you need to contact us and book a Calendly with us for 15 minutes, which is in the description below. And don't forget to watch all of our playlists here, everything about Pitt County and all cities in Pitt County, North Carolina, and also subscribe in our channel to support us. We love to see you next time, and thank you.